Alright, and welcome to another Napoleon Total War. Yeah. Alright, I am Carpus, as always. This is the battle that I did try recording the same day as the other battle. Turns out I had a problem with fraps. Well, the problem was me being retarded and having it set to only record while holding the space bar. Which I do quite a lot, holding the space bar, because I always like to do this so I can see where everything is. And the bad thing is, that's quite temporary, so the commentary was like, and then just stop after a little bit. Right, so we are on Aosta Valley, I believe the map name is called. I'm here with Rob, also known as, well, used to be known as Insanity. You may remember him, possibly from some of my early videos, especially the Shogun 1, Shogun 2. Shogun 2 videos to come. I did do, I called 3 live battles and gonna put them together in one video. But during the last battle, I got interrupted in real life, so I had to stop recording and just sort of play the game, and ended up losing that game because people talking to you is always fun when you're trying to concentrate. But it was a low funds battle because I was playing against a new person anyway, or a new avatar at least. So I don't know if it would have been that exciting battle nonetheless. So I'm going to go and play another game after this, so I can try and get the 3 live battles set up, or I'm gonna not do a live battle and just get a good normal battle and do it like I'm doing it with this one. Oh, pardon me, I didn't mean to burp. Alright, as you can clearly see that I am Britain. My partner is French, and we are against another French and a Austrian, I believe. Gonna run through the units. All of my line infantry apart from the Black Watch here are the standard foot. Yep, just the normal foot infantry from the British. I've got 3 normal light foot here, and marching up this side I have 2 King German's Light Legion foot. They are equivalent to the Prussian light infantry, and the bad thing is you're going to have 2 of them, hence why I've got more normal light. Alright, so as you can see here, standard, I'm just going to bring up my men and my light foot here to try and secure part of the town. And of course on the right hand side here I am going to be marching up my other, I'm going to call them my secondary force. My secondary force here is obviously to cover up the right hand side, obviously with some cavalry as reinforcements. I believe I have 2 lifeguards, or lifeguards cavalry, so they're pretty decent cavalry, and also getting a little bit ranked up. You've got spare money, so you have better cavalry against, then you have 2 units, or say, I think I might have had funds for like a fencibles militia. So I went for the better cav. All helps itself out in the long run. I don't know what's up with all of this, but I am trying to set them up nicely. Yeah, I was a little bit on guard because of the cavalry. Got my light foot in front. Last thing I want is cavalry to hit me and really fuck up them straight away. Sprinted these guys up just to obviously gain a footing here to establish this is where my force will be. I believe these are vaulted gears. Yep, my light foot will be able to beat these one-on-one, and I have 1 more unit of them, so the firepower that I'll have should have superiority over all of these guys, which is wonderful. I'm also drinking. I actually did just finish my drink.
We've taken a building, sir.
And now I feel terrible. I kind of want another drink because I didn't feel very good at all. There you go. And you can see I'm just now establishing the line so I don't have any big flanks upon my sides. Swiss Foot and Total Legion here obviously going to capture the building. Oh, light infantry firing straight off the bat. Swiss Foot taking some casualties in that, which is very useful for me. Now they're in the building and they got the additional range, therefore they can reach my foot. So obviously I don't have my guys going to hang out here for far too long. Got a shot off, I don't really know. That killed 4 men. A whole volley killed 4 men. Oh, we got guys coming up here. We got vaulted gears and some old guard from Rob's French popping up. There's some combat in here apparently. I do believe that may be Rob's men. Yep, as you can see here, he's shooting into the lines of the Total Legion from the enemy. Some more fire happening here. I think we should take that building relatively soon, or some combat to hit that building relatively soon. Gonna look at some of Vitality's men here. As you can see, he's obviously plugged some in here. He's got some combat going to be happening. He's managed to gain this building here. He's got some enemy Polish Legion marching in, but I don't know what he's got in there because it's not letting me see by hovering over. He's got some Old Guard, so Old Guard against Polish Legion. The Old Guard should win that quite nicely. Obviously the Austrians have taken over this building here and also marching up their forces ever so slightly enduring to secure their side of the town, so to speak. As you can see here, Rob is also marching up his reinforcing armies along the ridge here for if they need it in the bulk. Gonna pop over to my side here. As you can see, Voltigeurs marching quite foolishly into some heavy line fire. Good thing here, I've got my guys in skirmishal formation. Don't know why I'm pulling them back, but I have pulled them back. But since they are in a skirmishal formation, they are crouching, leaving my foot to be able to shoot over them. And that's just additional firepower hitting into the Voltigeurs, which would be incredibly useful. Don't know why we're still shooting there. It's a waste of ammo. We're possibly now hitting Rob's men. Over here, as you can see, I just bring up my cavalry on the side. Also, you will notice on Austria, the terrain levels are really high, so you get this weird wave effect in some of the areas, causing it quite hard to see any units. And you can see here, fires happening off the Voltigeurs against my light foot. Yeah, they got the first shot off, but I've got more. There's more men in general, more rate of fire or firing power, so there's going to be more people just shooting much more often than the Voltigeurs. So we had to force these guys back quite nicely. The bad thing, they do have the Old Guard up here, which you have to be sort of cautious of, so to speak. Over here, we'll see the Voltigeurs got their spikes down, so I can't send my cavalry up onto the side to be a little bit of a douche. Some Total Legion just marched up. I've got my guys targeting them. The only reason why I have guys targeting them is because, as you know, the AI do like to shoot randomly at the house as opposed to the guys in front of their faces. So that's gonna try and make my AI pathfind a little bit more awkward. But I'll do change that in a minute because we're trying to take down these Voltigeurs upon our right hand side. As you can see, I've obviously got men here covering this side. Got some cavalry just in case, etc, etc. Got some reinforcements in general. Another little reinforcement there. I also do have my Black Bush down here, which I kind of forgot about because they're not part of the whole foot. It's a little bit tedious, so to speak. On the right hand side here, as you can see, I sort of moved up my men to a little better angle, so we have forced back. Well, we managed to make one of the Voltigeurs route, and you've also got these guys here which force them back. So we're pushing them back quite nicely. The Old Guard aren't really as much as I do like them, won't stand much against our firepower. They are on a nice little angle though, so my men are pretty wasting quite a lot of rounds, especially on the side. But we have managed to flip them off a little bit. So as you can see now, I am pushing straight up because I believe that they were just normal line infantry. Obviously they got their fire off, wasted a few, which is quite nice. But also I now bring up these just the extra firepower. Hopefully we'll be able to barrage the Old Guard very nicely indeed. But at the time I didn't realise they were Old Guard, so it's going to be a little bit hard. My foot guard here, obviously I got them just charging into the Voltigeurs because once this side is also a little bit free for us. Hopefully we can push up into the farmhouse. I didn't realise that they do have their cavalry. Got some more Polish Legion here. Obviously the guys in the houses and the Voltigeurs themselves all shooting into that one unit. So I don't know if that was foolishly brave or just silly. I'm gonna go for the foolishly brave. There you go. More heavy fire now coming off. The Old Guard has been battered within our volleys. And the bad thing is now they got more Old Guard and also their brave units, the 18th Regiment der Infanterie der Rhein. That sounded a lot more German actually than I wanted it to. It's marching up, so obviously now with this additional firepower I may want to pull back in a minute. Most of the guys here are focused on the Old Guard, which I don't really mind. We do have superiority, there's the word I'm looking for, in terms of just raw firepower. These foot guys started to break because they sent in their cavalry to help in the war. Only good thing about them sending in their cavalry, they did kind of march straight into the fire ranks of all of my guys here. Not complaining, but they want to pull them back because as you can see there, they've lost 30 cavalry units. There you go, one of my light foot decided to flee under the firepower of the Old Guard. Also, Old Guard has the fearsome war thing, so you don't really want to be too near them anyway. So I pull back the majority of my men here, so if they want to march up, they'll have to come into my lines. So it's going to make it a little bit more exciting. Also, my cavalry is already moved them. They're ready, moving down here, so that means they're going to pull back these guys also to gain safety, as it were, so their flanks won't get hit. The only bad thing about that now, they have a lot less men here sorting that out, so I can use my light foot as some sort of skirmish or harassment, try and make the move. Oh, that's all wonderful. Everyone's moving now. Look at that. We got some more foot marching. I don't know why I got the marching. I do believe I switched them. Because I've got these two units here going to charge the house. I do believe I'll make them charge the house along the side. Yeah. Oh, cough, pardon me. I thought I'd move them back so they can't take fire from that building and wouldn't even fall it. So I sent them to the building. What I should have done is pulled them right back so they have some form of establishing hold here in case they did try and do a push down here. Because as you can see now, we are pretty much open. So I pulled these guys back just to hold a line here. So in case someone does come, there is some form of fire, especially against the cavalry. But I should have wanted someone there to protect these a little bit more. But I also do have my cavalry here on the side note. So I'm bringing up my general 1 second to help boost the morale. And the bad thing is, guys in the top building will be firing at the general.
Sir,
there we
our
go.
general is under attack.
There's more firepower here. As you can see, sort of moving my men up a little bit, see if I can get some fire upon their old guard and their Voltigeurs. Voltigeurs only got 20, so not really that much of a problem. As you can see, I still got my foot here, which looks like I actually did forget about since I was just talking to you all about this. The battle here, I believe they do have, they have young guard. If they have, oh yeah, old guard, young guard, and Polish Legion against my foot. So they probably will end up winning that building, which is the bad thing. Also, as you can see, I had to pull back my general. I'm gonna go look at Rob's side. Rob has his Fusiliers of the line, also going to be stretching out into attack the Germans and the Jaegers here. On here, as you can see, a rally ability has been dropped, so obviously Rob's men are now got a boost of morale, and I believe he has old guard in there. He's got, yeah, old guard and a couple of Fusiliers of the line. So they will be able to take that building with some relatively ease. Depends how much reinforcements the Austrians do decide. Their left-hand battle, well, their valley is pretty open, but there are cavalry now charging from behind because Rob is some swift motherfucker, sending him against now the skirmishers. Hopefully they can't be able to deal with that. There are Germans in here. Oh no, they are the Hungarian Fusiliers, not the Germans. Square formation didn't really hold as well as they should have done. Probably could have been a lot better placed, but at the same time, you can't really plan for that. And as you can see here, they've gone to square formation. If I were, or if I was Rob, I would have kept my Fusiliers to stay there and shoot into the square because it would have done a lot more damage than into a charge. But at the end of the day, you probably end up getting a win nonetheless. Well, as you can see here, I am starting to lose that building. And as you can see, I decided to realise that my men are there, so I can reform a better line. Since I'm probably going to lose that building, I want to gain reinforcements. Didn't really learn from my generals, so my general's now getting shot once again upon that hand side. As you can see here, some cavalry is now starting to come to the fray just because their Voltigeurs are unbelievably weak. The old guard aren't men enough really for me to worry about, so I sent in the life guards to do as much damage as possible. And as they're in their melee, holding up their fire, the Voltigeurs are gone, so I'm now to be able to reinforce my men just a little bit more. I've got my guys up here, as you can see, for a little bit more extra firepower on the right hand side, and bringing up my foot. So hopefully we get some fire into the old guard, and they're going to be gone. Only 25 old guard there, so hopefully a volley from my line infantry will be able to demolish them nice and easy. Upon this hand side, as you can see here, I've got my foot guards nicely lined down, and got my cavalry here. So we should be able to push up on the right hand side. Probably now would be the best, but sadly I wasn't really that coherent in it all. Pulled back my cavalry because I didn't want my foot shooting at them, basically, pretty much. So only 33 men, they should be able to take down the old guard quite nicely. Oh, so wonderful. Enemy now obviously bring up the Polish Legion to help reinforce. It does have some cavalry, and some more Voltigeurs over into the fray to help. Rob is now charging the building to help my men who have already left. So hopefully he'll be able to take down those buildings away from the enemy French and put our French men in there, which is really weird saying that in a sentence, actually, surprisingly. As you can see here, the cavalry is fully pulled away. The Austrians are bringing up their Hungarian Fusiliers and sorting out their Emperor's Own. They've got some elite infantry, which is quite nice to see. Going to be now set up here. So I was about to say Rob would have a bit of difficulty in firepower here. And then I see Swiss Foot and Polish Legion marching up, thinking, we're good. Reinforcements here and a couple of Fusiliers as well. No one cares about the Fusiliers. The Polish, no one cares about the Polish really. But he's got men, and that's the good thing about it. Starting to win this a little bit more now. I believe he has some of his old guard in there. He does indeed. On this side, as you can see, we have broken them from this forest, and they're starting to pull back the men so they won't just die in vain. Because they're putting back their cavalry and all as well, and they've got some Voltigeurs here, I thought it'd be nice to send in a cavalry charge, just to remind them why they are running. Only bad thing is now they're going to be in some dense forest or a dense tree line, meaning they can have a little bit of cover from gunfire, and also Jaegers decided to pop and say, hey, we are here as well. And they managed to get a shot off, but it looks like it managed to catch that ridge, so my cavalry are a-okay. Establishing my foot along this side, and as you can see, I'm just slowly but surely pushing up these men, and eventually they'll be on this ridge. to aid in the fire. So we pretty much surrounded and pushed them off to the right hand side, so despite losing this building effectively, we have at least secured the right hand ridge. There is some use in that somewhere. As you can see here, Rob has, I would say, been forced, but tactically withdrawing. Yeah, he's pulled back his forces here a little bit. He's gonna get his lines up. He's got better lines. There you go. Look at that, proper fire, hitting straight into the Austrian line. The Germans are also firing wonderfully to help. Oh no, they're in prison. They look like German Fusiliers because they're just wearing nothing but white, but they do have their little red sleeves, like the Rinsguard. I'm not too sure why I got my men over here though. There's probably a reason for that. I don't know if they had cavalry or something lurking around in the trees, or I just wanted to get another advantage over them for outmaneuvering. Slowly but surely, as you can see now, I'm starting to move my men up. I don't know what they're doing. I think I sent them into the building to help the attack. So if we manage to secure this building, we pretty much will have locked down and kicked the French out of this battle. Upon Insanity's side, he's got some, he's got his gears going into a melee charge. Probably because about this point we will start to run out of ammo, especially on our skirmisher units and our light infantry units. So yeah, we're sort of moving them. They got shot quite a bit. What are these guys? The Archduke Charles Legion. Never actually seen them in combat. I like to see them possibly do a little bit more, but I don't know how well they're doing in this battle. Oh, look at that guy there with a sword. Ah, and everyone's screaming and shouting. They won't last that long. Nope, they're already routing. I mean, it does have a strong line here, so if they do push up like they are trying to, I was about to say it would be a little bit foolish for them. Ah, more fires and more Hungarians are dropping. Oh, I finally got my guys in there now to help with that capturing of the building, so it looks like it is playing into our favour just a little bit. Although they have just dropped the rally ability, but they do have a slight boost of morale. Wonderful, There's my cavalry. Yep, so I've got some more cavalry back there as well. I'm not too sure why. I got some lifeguards in there. I've got cavalry in here already pushing through a charge. Let's see what they've got. They've got some of the brave guys. The Germans are in square formation, so I probably won't charge them, but that has gave me an opportunity to march out my foot. Since they're in square formation, they're a much nicer target to shoot at. And as you can see here, I have brought up my light infantry and also got some foot guards just to back them up for additional firepower, mainly into these guys here. The lifeguards there, they are incredibly weak and they've been shot by a lot, but I have sort of sent them into like a suicide mission into the general staff. If they make it, that's nice. If they don't, well, shit. But they don't have a lot more ammo. So if they do go into combat, they probably won't be there for all that long. There we go. Nope, they're gone already. But we have done some damage to their general in the past. It's not too bad. As you can see here, we have pretty much effectively won this side of only 22 enemy Total Legion left, so I'm starting to march up my men again, bringing my general into the fray once more. We have now secured this building wonderfully. We have wonderful. I can't even say that sentence. I'm not even gonna try that sentence. It's now void. Upon Rob's hand side once again, I'm going to see what's happened here. He's starting to charge some Fusiliers up the line, pushing back the Emperor's zone. They are starting to tactically withdraw. Oh no, they're stopping. Which means a charge from behind. Some of them turn around and thought, well, shit, that guy thought he's just going to play dead before any combat happens. No, not really. They go and shot it at the same time. On this hand side, looks like Rob does have a very strong line and will eventually break left hand side and these Emperor's zone. So that will eventually be broken. The Austrians
has used all its ammunition, sir.
have spread out their men quite nicely now because they're pretty much trying to help hold on the flanking side as well as I've pushed up. Not too sure how the square formation is going now. Nope, they have lost like a third of their men, almost half, which is wonderful for us. These guys will be pushed up and these guys will come out eventually to help in the fray. I'm a little bit more cautious due to the fact that they do have cavalry upon my right hand flank, so as you can see I'm pushing up some of my foot guard, and they also have their general as well, pushing up my foot guard here just to sort of like, you come around that corner, you're just going to get shot. Like, you really wanted to plan this? Kind of thing. There's only 72 men in the German lines there, so they're not doing too well. They've got some Jaegers here. Best thing against Jaegers is melee. They have more men, but I'm kind of hoping that the charger mine will suffice in helping, despite them getting a round off and they got cover from the building. They are pulling back though, so I should really think twice about doing that. Sending in my light foot because they are out of ammo. Sending them into the fray against the German Fusiliers here because they are almost incredibly very weak, and hopefully a charge will just break their morale and be done with it. As you can see here, I got my foot set up nicely, so they pull back their cavalry, sort out their general. So the French are pretty much out of this battle now, considering they only have a couple of men here. Which is going to lead us to effectively just take out this building. As you see, we're starting to pull out men from here. I got my German light, yep, to take down the Austrian Jaegers. Got some melee happening here. Rob's also charging his Swiftfoot into the other building. It's this side here which is like the heavy lockdown. Looks like the Austrians have managed to claim or anchor down once again, bunker in, causing Rob to either not push up again or fall back slightly and wait for them to make a mistake. I get rid of those because I kind of think they're a little bit tedious at times. As you can see now, the British and some old Fusiliers, I thought they were all guard, my apologies, are starting to march up and reclaim another building in the name of our alliance, which for this year is Argentina, Britain and France. Side by side, and you can see my King's German light foot has managed to break the Austrian Jaegers, and we're going to be pushing up a little bit more. Awesome. Oh, I didn't notice there are some cavalries and marching into the lines now. I do hopefully that I have men here. Some round has gone off, causing some of them to die, but sadly the ridges, I did shoot a little bit. Oh god, look, there's more. I did shoot a little bit into the side. Charging into my light infantry. My light infantry are putting in a fleeing here. I'm not too surprised. I was just checking in that they had bayonets. I don't know why I have a slight obsession with knowing my units have bayonets.
Our men are
Especially
running
in melee. That's going to be a little bit tedious in here now. As you can see, I've got my men in square formation. I've got my other set of lifeguards in here marching. My light foot has been caught up by someone or something, so I should get them into the melee or even pull them back. Someone started the route here. That was my light infantry. I'm not really too surprised considering how much men they had left. 15. Don't know what I'm doing now. I'm sort of putting up and trying to take down their general. Also with Rob's water gears here going to help that. Another little push up here. We've got some men firing against the lines. The Emperor's Zone should break soon. Yep, there we go. And then you've got the Charles Legion left and his generals to be careful of. Over here I believe that I've already made their general route. Oh no, their general was still in the battle. This is, yeah, because I push up my foot guards, line up here, and shoot into the melee frame, getting rid of their cavalry. Lovely, jubbly. My life guard is still somewhat holding. That'd be my light foot side to break. Because I'm clever, and I didn't really remember to check on my general. Obviously, you got some Austrians shooting out of the building, so that's probably going to end up making my general rout, considering there's only 3 men left. I didn't notice that until the end. I was like, wait a minute, my general's routing. Yep, there we go. They decided to flag up and run away. So this battle here could have actually ended up really badly for me. With a big morale drop, we could have had a mass rout on our hands. But the line firing comes in from the side and takes down a big bulk of their cavalry, which is lovely for us because it's going to separate these guys here, so we can push up a little bit more. On this hand side though, we have clearly won this building. The Austrians, despite being the Hungarian Fusiliers, aren't going to hold this building. You got more of our men in here fighting, so we can end up taking this building. Rob actually just noticed has pushed his men into this side building as well, and they got a lot of morale drop, a lot of heavy morale drops. We just killed their general, and by the looks of it, that's going to be this building done. Old guard with 9 men left, and it's got a 4th rank up, so they are incredibly powerful right now. It's a shame they've only got 9 men, and they've routed because they didn't really have enough. Total Legion are actually pretty damn decent melee. I sent out my Legion foot just for an extra number of bulk in there to help take it. As you can see here, we broke out of the forest, and we are starting to line up here. And actually that looks like it. Apart from this Hungarian Fusilier set in here, which I've just managed to rout, we have secured the building. The valley is ours, and we will march forward. I don't know where Aosta Valley actually is. It sounds like it may be in Italy, but that could be completely wrong. As awesome. Lee Wind and Archie Tran were our opponents in this. Well played by them, GG, etc, etc. I have been Carpus. I hope you enjoyed a little bit more of Napoleon Total War. I'm getting my groove back and I'm liking it. I'm going to play some Shogun so I can get more Shogun videos up for you motherfuckers. I haven't uploaded a Shogun video in almost a year. It's been like 10 months, so I think it's about time I should fucking crack on and do that. I have been Carpus, and I will see you next time.